DS Audio has a very broad range of products. We cover everything that is professional sound. So this means that we have numerous systems for installation, live events, as well as portable systems.
Because we manufacture our own components, we already have a vast catalog of components from which we can draw when designing.
Projects always begin in the acoustics department.
We say that on the one hand, the different parts are studied separately, and once we establish that each one of the components meets the applications it needs to comply with, then we move on to what would be the optimization of the cabinet and all its components in order to achieve the desired result.
What we do are measures of impedance at various powers in such a way that in the end we know how the speaker is going to react in the simulation with 20, 15 and 100 watts.
Once the parts are computer simulated, we always end up doing a rapid prototype of the completed pieces. This one, for example, is made of a photosensitive plastic that has been solidified with a laser.
In the anechoic chamber, what we do are measurements of the systems, or of the complete systems, or each one of their parts.
These days, all the systems that we develop, or practically all of them, are self-powered. This means that we must develop the electronic system along with the acoustic system that will go with it.
We're no longer just talking about speakers, filters, and amplifiers. We're talking about this and much more.
Before, everything was done in the analogical domain, which was expensive and heavy.
When the DSPs came onto the scene, what happened? That with a much smaller component, we could do a lot more and much easier. Filters or digital simulations of analogical filters or FIR filters, delays, different types of limiters, RMS and peak.
In such a way that the system has an impulse response, an attack, and a clarity that a few years ago was absolutely unheard of.
Once we have a master system with speakers, amplifiers, wood, all is more or less clear and decided, the prototype moves on to stress testing, where we run the system for at least 100 hours non-stop. And once past this phase, the green light is given to start assembly line production. The wood is cut and assembled. Next, it's on to the painting booth where it's painted. Each system is assembled with the speakers, the electronics, the rigging systems, handles, etc., all the required components. In the electronics department, checks are run to ensure that the electronic components are tested and functional. And once the system is approved, it's prepared in order to be sent out and is moved to the storage area where the containers are prepared for shipping.
Part of our work is and must be to make the user's life easier. This work is done in a team, and this teamwork within the factory includes electronic, mechanic, and acoustic specialists. This teamwork also includes the final user.
I consider DAS to have a very powerful catalog for all types of applications.
Because of the reliability of its products, the quality, the details, and above all, because of the great people that makes up the DAS family.
Well, we also happened to do a large music festival in India. We had 3 large stages with different genres of music. There was rock, death metal, reggae, electronica. We had aero systems on all the stages, only aero systems.
DAS products can be found in almost any country in the world. This means that you have to be able to satisfy clients with very different tastes and with very different needs.
In order to do this well, there's a technical support to provide a client backup with regard to questions, doubts, challenges that could arise, and a training seminar program.
We pay a lot of attention to the education issue. We're in this business because we like it, and because we're passionate about it, and because it's what we have wanted to do our whole lives.
We're lucky because it's hands-on work that has clear and practical application, and moreover, it's meaningful.
Because what unites us all is our passion for sound.
At the end of the day, sound is supposed to generate feeling.
When we go to a festival or to a venue and see a band playing that you like, with DS equipment, that you've been involved in its development, and it sounds good like it should, and the music makes you vibrate, that's the best.